Okay, ich glaube, wir haben jetzt das. Wofür sind eigentlich diese Thermosflaschen da? Das weiß ich noch nicht. Und das verstehe ich auch noch nicht so ganz. Sind es einfach irgendwelche Collectibles oder... Ah, jetzt können wir es öffnen.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Es schien ja auch insgesamt so, als wäre Alan jetzt da auch in dem Raum so ein bisschen eingesperrt und darüber sehr verwundert, dass da eine Kamera ist. Wir hatten hier gerade die Pumpgun. Die Pumpgun ist wahrscheinlich sowas wie eine Schrotflinte, oder? Ja, komm, ich lasse die Pumpgun erstmal. Was ich mir vorstellen kann, ist so ein bisschen, dass das Spiel und diese Welt so ein bisschen auch Alans Psyche widerspiegelt. Das kann ich mir gut vorstellen. Insgesamt natürlich auch sein Unterbewusstsein. Also natürlich Unterbewusstsein ist Teil der Psyche, aber halt spezifisch halt nochmal so als... Okay.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Ich bin auf dem Weg. Aber wenn weniger Gegner wären, dann wäre ich auch ein bisschen schneller. Ich höre. Es war so klar.
Birds.
Okay, ich darf auf dieser... nennen wir es mal...
Birds.
Brücke... Ja, okay, gut hier. Ich renne jetzt einfach, weil ich gerade keinen Bock habe. Irgendwie. Ups. Bisschen vorsichtig, Alan. Bisschen vorsichtiger. Dankeschön. So. Ja, ich höre die Vögel. Okay, bleib mal. Umdrehen. Ich habe gerade keinen Bock, halt wieder runterzufallen. Das ist das Problem. Ja. Aber könnt ihr euch bitte nicht verteilen, sondern an einem Punkt mich angreifen? Ich wäre euch sehr dankbar. Dankeschön. Es müssten gleich noch mehr kommen. Warum hassen mich Vögel? Okay, ich glaube bislang... Wo sind wir? In der Mine? Alice?
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Ja. Aber hier leuchtet noch irgendwas. Das war gerade keine gute Idee. Wow. Ich brauche einfach ein bisschen mehr Platz. Ich fand es da ein bisschen zu eng für meinen Geschmack. Laufen die mir hinterher? Wahrscheinlich, oder? Ja, so ungefähr.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Ich sehe es jetzt schon. Ist nur eine Frage, ich glaube, ich werde hier auch einmal, zumindest einmal werde ich runterstürzen, weil ich es nicht gebacken bekomme, richtig zu springen. Okay, jetzt muss ich ein bisschen überlegen, ne? Wenn wir es so hoch machen würden, da kommen wir halt nicht hoch. Das ist das Problem. Oder? Nee. Als ob du da nicht hochklettern kannst. Okay, ich glaube, so sollte es funktionieren. Da sollte ich vielleicht nicht runterfallen. Treten. Klettern. Hä? Ach so. Hoch oder runter? Mirror Peak wäre ja eher hoch als runter. Aber wir werden sehen. Wobei das jetzt nicht unbedingt aussieht wie Mirror Peak. Ne? Okay. Okay, dann haben wir zumindest aber ein Manuskript. Was ist denn hier jetzt auf einmal? Ach so, da hinten. Ah ja.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Irgendwie weird, aber gut. Er ist dann doch kein Assassine, also. Ah, here we go. Aua. Kommen die wieder oder bleiben die jetzt erstmal fern? Ein Generator.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Ich glaube, die letzte Fahrt lief nicht so gut, oder? Warte mal. Irgendwas kommt hier gerade an. Ja, moin. Aua. Es hätte mich auch wirklich stark gewundert. Aua. Wäre nichts passiert während der Fahrt. Hallo. Ich sehe dabei jetzt kein Monster oder so. Die stürzen einfach von alleine weg. Runter, ab. Das lief jetzt nicht so wie erhofft. Oh! Oh, hello. Was ich mich frage, sterben die schneller, wenn man Headshots macht?
Shit.
So, Kontrollpunkt. Das wollte ich. Warte. Gut, dort eben nicht. Da können wir natürlich nicht hin. Wir müssen wahrscheinlich da hoch. Ich höre wieder diese komischen Geräusche. Irgendwas kommt gleich. Oh! Ich weiß gerade nicht, wo ich hinschieße, um ehrlich zu sein. Wo schieße ich denn gerade hin? Oh! Wieder ein Kontrollpunkt. Das ist nicht gut. Also diese Brücke sieht nicht gerade sehr stabil aus, um ehrlich zu sein. Oh Gott. Ah, boy. Aber wir sollten vielleicht ein bisschen aufpassen, weil sie auch von hinten kommen gerade. Au. Warte mal, machen wir hier erstmal Feuer. Oh, jetzt hat... Nee. Ich hab gerade eben schon ein bisschen gehofft, dass die Klippe runterstürzt. Okay, ich glaube, die... Okay, das macht nur Sinn. Aua. Stirbst du auch irgendwann? Ja. Entscheidest du dich dafür nicht. Scheiße. Okay, dann gehen wir weiter. Okay, wir müssen einen Umweg finden. Das sollte aber jetzt nicht allzu schwer sein. Ich sehe wieder ein Manuskript.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Okay. Durch die Bergruine. Okay, da kommen wir jetzt nicht durch. Aber hier könnten wir hoch. Warum ist hier eine Treppe? Tom. Cynthia wahrscheinlich plus... Wie ist ein anderer Name noch? Tom, achso. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Und dann ganz oft Tom. Okay, da war, glaube ich, jemand sehr krass besessen von Tom. Irgendwas ist hier. Oder? Auf einmal haben wir voll viele Leuchtpistolen. Leuchtfackeln so rum eher. Ja, das war klar. Okay. Weg. Ganz schön. Oh. Oh, oben sind die auch? Ha. Wo geht's lang? Nee, ich fand, sonst hätten wir jetzt so viel Munition verschwendet, wenn wir jetzt einfach alle erlegt hätten.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
A boat.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! Sorry! Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know! I swear, I didn't know! We don't have his wife! We don't know where she is! Holy...
what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Okay, anscheinend, ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob das eine alternative Realität ist und dass deswegen unsere Frau tot ist. Oder ob das jetzt
The
die
door was locked.
Realität ist.
I was a prisoner here.
Ja, nein, du bist halt ein Patient. Da lassen sie dich nicht so schnell raus.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them are here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh-yah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him to
some
the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
No. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
I just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and...
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emile, he would have given it up. But Emile convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already...